Yeah, but Mad Mick, I need to get the wings in my sight, don't I? So I'm just kind of following the mission, to be honest with you. I'm sure dogfights wouldn't look anything like this. Surely that guy's going down.
Nice hits.
I'm sure they both got trashed. What? How can you be flying, bro? Doesn't make any sense.
That one is going down.
Like, the guy to me sounds like... Do you remember the advert for Tunes? Like the guy who's got a cold, and he goes, "That guy is going down." That's what he sounds like to me. You need tunes, mate. See, I'm like minimal throttle right now, and I cannot go slower than this guy. It's crazy. Like minimum RPM I'm on. Throttle's all the way back. It takes forever to slow down. No. Damaged but not done. Ah. How can you not be dead? Evasive maneuvers. I see what he's doing. Wait, no. He's bailing. There's the parachute. He's bailed. Wait, where's the parachute gone? Oh, I've lost him.
You've got that one. Mission complete. Nice job, pilot. Press the spacebar to end the mission.
While we're here, let's see how long we can fly upside down before it cuts. That's interesting. Shouldn't it have died by now? Or did the Mark 9 have an improvement on that? Wait, what's this? Man, this plane handles so well. It's just impossible to land. I bet most pilots who flew these things were killed landing it. Like, they never got shot down, they just died landing. Because it's so hard. Right, so we know how to do the guns, we know how to do the startup. Actually, we should probably try a startup because we've done the lesson, but I reckon I've forgotten half of it. We should get some, like, ground targets on there and go shooting some stuff. Quit. Right, let's see if we can start this thing. Where should we go? Normandy. Persian Gulf, Nevada. Winter. Let's get some cloud in there. Let's go for spring. Cloudy. Time of day 9. I don't have a server, Mrs. Frosty. I'm just playing on my own. Start from the ramp. See if we can actually take off. Spring, cloudy. Attack planes, none. Vehicles, medium. Edit mission. Oh my god. I'm not that familiar with the mission editor in this thing. Mission generator. Fly mission. Go. 1944 combat certified Mark 9 Spitfire for sale can be yours for a mere 3.9 million US dollars. Jeez. Imagine the running cost though. And the insurance. Imagine that. The insurance on a $4 million plane. Oh my god, it's too dark. I set it to 9 AM. Why is it like... Yeah, Netris, I don't know how to change that, bro. Mission editor. Like, I don't know why. I said no aircraft, just ground units, and then it's just gone and done this. It's just bizarre. $100-hour maintenance for every hour of flying. You think I hit generate mission first? Let's come out of it then. Create a fast mission. Right. Normandy spring, cloudy, time of day 9, advanced. So having all these settings now, do I just click generate mission to make it generate it with those settings? 10 AM, generate mission. There you go. Right, fly. Let's see what happens. Flights of Rome's house, shoot Rome should be on the map. What I need to do is, like, I need to get the mission editor to have a Spitfire take off and fly somewhere, and then I can try and, like, formation fly with it. But I'm not sure how to use that editor. I know that you can script it to do things. Mission start 2300. I said time of day. What? Rip me. Ah, there you go. Right, so now... So I take it we're going to start here at Aesville. So how do you add? How do we add? I don't modify a plane group. New airplane group. USA. Task nothing. Reconnaissance. Type. Spitfire. What's a CW? Mark 9. Skill. Good. Pilot 1. Whatever. Clipped wing. Cream white colour. Cream white, I like it. Right, how do we add him? There we go. So how do we tell this guy to take off now? So at 10 o'clock he starts here. Then, how do we... Advanced waypoint actions. What I want to do is tell him to take off at like 10:05 maybe. Type turning points, flyover point. Take off from runway. Here we go. Wait, why has that just moved him? No. Right, delete that. Turning point. I just want him over here. Just, no. Oh my god. Delete. Delete, undo, abort. Click on the edge of the map to add waypoints of where he should go. Yeah, right now I want to get him to just take off. Right, plane. UK, Spitfire Mark 9. Add. And then... add a waypoint after the current waypoint. Perform task. Action. Orbit follow. Aerobatics. Start an en route task. Perform command. Where's the takeoff thing that I had before? Waypoint 1 of 2. Yeah, but if I change this, it's going to take off from runway. It's just going to change him from there to there instantly. See? Take off from runway at 10:05. Add. Why does this do nothing? Use takeoff from ramp. Takeoff from ramp. There we go. Right, that's put him over there now. So takeoff from ramp at 10:05. No, that's 10:50, isn't it? That's 10:05. So then I want to add another waypoint. That says form task, orbit, follow, aerobatics. Like I just want him to fly here and then here or something. Start on route task, perform a command. Immortal? Do you ramp and change ramp to 04? Well, he's on a ramp. I just want him to sort of take off and fly around now. Clone. Clone the current action. Oh my god, I just don't understand this thing. Add edit delete as the waypoint section, you're in triggers and such. So I don't need that. So waypoint 1 is takeoff and runway. It's 05. You took a Sunday off work next week to finally be on Sunday Night Truck and I've not seen it in 5 months. Please tell me, Kobe, you don't mean this Sunday. Because this Sunday I'm in Truckfest. Senator, are you going to Truckfest then? 3.5 hour drive? It's easy. Next Sunday. Yeah, but that's ambiguous because I'm not being funny, but some people say next Sunday, as in the next Sunday, which means the one in 2 days' time, and other people mean next week's Sunday, which means in 9 days' time. There's so much ambiguity over next Sunday. So do you mean the one in 2 days' time, as in the 5th of May? Or do you mean the 12th of May? To add waypoints, select the aircraft. Wait, what did that just do? Select the waypoint, add, edit waypoint, select edit and drag the waypoints to where you want it. You meant the 12th, that's fine. Yeah, there'll be a Sunday Night Trucking on the 12th. You're all good. Right, so if I click here, and then tell me we want to be, that's a turning point, altitude, that's too high. 4, let's go with 3,000 feet. 270 knots, now let's go. Wait, this guy's in miles per hour, isn't he? Let's go like 250. Then you can go here. So, do you think he will fly that circuit and then land? You put 300. Oh, God. Let's bring him down to like 1,500. You will, but the speed is in knots. Yeah, I know. File. Save. Save as. I don't know. Spitfire. Loop. Can't wait for Monday, Mr. Causer. It's going to be hype, bro. Alright, let's try it. Fly mission. So we've basically got 5 minutes to figure out how to start. And then that guy's going to start rolling. Actually, he's supposed to take off at 10:05, so... Where is he? Where is that guy? Is he just going to spawn in or something? Because I don't actually see him anymore. Okay, well, let's try and see if we can actually start this thing. So, oh, man, what was the first one? Right, parking brake is probably a good one. Parking brake's a good one. Fuel check. Yeah, we got good fuel. That's all good. Let's get the altimeter down. I think we're at 75 feet here. Mr. Chew, how you doing? So maybe like the 75 feet. Let's see. We had to flick that. Oh, I don't remember. Did we put that max revs? Was that forward? I can't remember. This was on maximum. Throttle was on like a quarter, I think. Oh boy. Then there was a bunch of stuff under here. Like, that has to be on, I think. And then that has to be off. Landing gears down. Then we've got to prime it. And then lock it away again. And then flip some switches down here. Have I missed anything? And then we throw something back. I can't remember what we had to do after that. Oh yeah, we had to wobble the ball, that's right. That's right. We have to... Wait, there's supposed to be some lights came on here. Wasn't I supposed to push that forward like that? And then that makes the light go on, and then you wobble the ball and it makes the light go off. And then you do this. Oh, what am I doing wrong? Magnetos. Magnetos, there we go. I knew there was something missing. I just couldn't think what it was. Magnetos. There we go. No! That lever is a cutoff. Don't pull that one back. Oh. Yeah, that would probably do it. Yeah, so we were doing everything right apart from that. There we go. There we go. Right, let's pop them back. Now we've got to wait for the temperature to be at least 60 over here, and at least 20 over here. Something like that. Gun sight on. Not that I'm suggesting that we might shoot down somebody, but you know, you never know. Right, was there anything post-start that we had to do? I know we had to check a bunch of controls and stuff. Make sure the flaps work. Yeah, it's all good. Close the canopy. Now, where's this other boy? The guy that we scripted to take off. I don't see him anywhere. Do you think it's been 5 minutes? Wait. Oh, that's us. I thought I heard him then. Any helicopters in Vegas to gun down? Yeah, the Huey in Vegas is fun. There he is! There's my fly buddy. He's turned up. Springfield 1. No, we're not on top of him. It's all good. I'm going to take off and try and keep with this guy. That's the plan. What does DCS stand for? Digital Combat Simulator. Malon. Okay. We'll wait for him to roll. While the temperature's... Well, it's all warming up nicely. It's in daytime. It's all good. Try and do a bit of formation flying in the Spitfire. Oh, he's on the roll. Hang on. This guy doesn't mess around, does he? Now, bear in mind, I can't actually see the guy anymore. I've got to be really careful. Of course, he's not going to wait for me. He's just going to disappear. Did you manage to take off and land this plane without the assist for the rudder? What assist for the rudder? I don't know of any assist for the rudder. I've taken off the plane. I've landed it a couple of... Like, I've not actually broken the propeller on the plane yet. But every time I land, generally speaking, I bounce it, scrape the wing on the floor, but I can still take off again. Like... I don't trash the plane, but it's not a great landing. The assist that's on by default, I have no clue what that is. Oh, why are you taxiing to? Flippin' heck. Why do we have to go on the world's biggest taxi? Just because he can keep a straight line and I can't. Do you know what? I'm taking the shortcut. Maybe when I told him to take off, I should have assigned him a different runway, 'cause this one's just horrendous. I really don't like this whole steering thing, it's awful. I think he's lining up. No, it says it to be cloudy. I thought it would be a lot cloudier than it is. He's going full ham. Oh my god! Jeez. Okay, that was not a great takeoff. But we're not dead. Oh my god, that was... This guy's pulling away from me big time. I'm not exactly slouch either. Wow, you just can't see him. I think I've set his speed to be too quick because I just can't even catch him up. This is nuts. Any flying sim that has a successful takeoff for you as a win. Lol. Seriously, I'm flat out on the RPM and he's pulling away from me. Has he just gone for the magic boost or something? And also, this is not 3,000 feet. Yeah, I can't catch this guy up at all. He's over a nautical mile away now. This is insane. Wait, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's worrying me. I think he's suddenly climbing to 3,000 or something weird. Unless I put the speed in wrong for the other legs. I'm not really sure. And now he's sped up again. I should have told him to fly at 200 and then I could have actually caught up with him. Because, well, I don't know. He's flying quicker than me somehow. If I go for maximum boost, I'll probably blow the engine up, but we'll see what happens. And my guns are not operational for some reason. That's in the on position. But when I pull the trigger, I don't get any gunfire. Where's the safety? Oh, it's shift space, isn't it? There we go. Yeah, I'm going to have to edit the mission and tell him to sort of not fly so stupidly fast. Quit. Mission editor. See, speed 270 knots. Let's go 200 knots. 200 knots. Actually, let's make that 1500. I take it it's calculating the time automatically. Landing 270 knots. That doesn't sound good at all, does it? Required speed to the waypoint. I don't know. 140? Let's try that. State, I think we did. Enjoying the show? Oh yeah, that was a while ago. Thanks for 12 months, State, by the way. You found the setting in the options for DCS. There is a special tab in that you can select the Spitfire. There's a takeoff assist slider that is full on by default. Lower the prop speed. This will get the prop blades to be on less fine pinch and you'll be faster. Do you mean the RPM, Mr. Chew? Is that what you mean by that? Right, that's going to go on the 4 position. Parking brakes going on. Sounds like we're cracking a safe. Let's see. Fuel's all good. All the way to forward on that. Fuel on. That's the best. That's the best hand-operated fuel pump I've ever seen. That is amazing. Right, magnetos on both. Flip the covers. What was that one for? Nav lights. Come on. Why are you no starty? I've obviously forgotten one thing again, haven't I? The question is, what is it? Let's see, the fuel is definitely on. No, the magnetos are on. Cutoff is there. That's forward. That's in a quarter idle. That's pumped. We must be missing one thing here. But I can't think what it is. Okay, I think it was just being a bit temperamental. Come on, boy. Let's go. I should probably start taxiing because that guy taxis better than me anyway. If I can actually remember the taxi route it took, because it was ridiculous. Well, I'll tell you what my taxi route's going to be. Straight down the runway, turn round. Wait for slow coach. Man, he's not even spawned in yet. There he is. He's finally showed up. Honestly, this tail steering is just the worst thing. Honestly, Nightmare is really difficult. Was runway made using a plow? I might just take off and then catch him up. Right, we'll just turn around. I reckon he'll be taxiing by now. You're telling me, Mr. Chew? The gear is so narrow that it just doesn't want to stay level, and when you take off it just dives left. There we go. Alright, I get the hang of that now. I had a feeling what I was doing wrong, and it's correct. If you basically shove in too much throttle, you get too much torque steer. So you just need to back off on it. And just basically ease it off the ground. Guy's still taxiing? Unbelievable. See, he should fly at around about this speed. Means we can catch him up and stuff. apparently Whiteland in VR, this is amazing. Have you seen that new VR that's coming out from Steam? Do you reckon that's going to be any good? So all I need to master now is landing. This thing is such a pain to land. It better be at that price point. Yeah, it's not cheap. Half-Life VR confirmed, you reckon? Seems to be better than a Rift Pro. The screen made you sick? Why? Oh man, are you one of those people that can't do VR? Landing 3 points is doable, landing main gears in the story. Honestly, just landing and not... Like, the problem I have is I can get the approach under control, but just when you touch down, like you say, the landing gear is so narrow, it's very easy to just tip it onto a wing. Very, very easy. And I also have a habit of flaring and dropping at the moment. It's all on the rudder trim for landing, helps ground looping on landing. Yeah, I haven't looked at the rudder trim. I know it's down here, but... Finally, he's on the move. I'm going to Truckfest on Sunday and Monday, Aaron Evans. Trying to match his speed now. Takeoff, try full white trim. Yeah, that's something I've not done, the vacation, is work out the whole slip indicator and how to get the best out of the rudder trim. I haven't looked at that yet. I have seen Rise of Industry Wackaday. Oh boy. Jeez, you can't bleed speed very easily. Oh, yikes. Not sure where he is now. Okay, like seriously, where did he just go? There he is. What the heck? Okay, so first thing, allow probably half a mile to bleed your speed off. See, on the Hornet, you can just chuck an air brake out and slow down, so it's easy to get into formation, but on this, nothing. Right, 0.4 of a mile. .3. Just looking at our speed, trying to work out where his is. How many planes do you have in DCS? I have quite a few of them, Benna. But I don't have the Tomcat yet, for example. But I'm trying to learn the Hornet at the moment. Luke Alexander, it's been a Friday at 1 for a while now. Okay, that's better. We got him this time. Just when I catch him up, scumbag. Car downs, thank you, 30 months. 30 month streak. Thank you very much. I'm well, thank you. I caught him up and then he turned and I think he climbed and now I'm a third of a mile away again. New nut. Kyle, nice. That's pretty cool. Indeed, Connor. Well, we did the Hornet last week, Connor, remember? And we'll do it again. Thing is, very, very soon this guy's just going to bank right. I should probably go behind his left wing rather than his right wing. Oh, Mr. Squirrel. Say again? When? Oh, there he goes. What time did we say originally? 6. Did you say 6? You wanting it earlier now or something? The 6 is okay with me. Can you get passenger planes in this? Not passenger planes, no. You can fly things, oh god. You can fly stuff like the Albatross. I think the Tomcat as well, which are 2-seater. So one person can assist you kind of thing. It's not quite that simple as taking my headset off and talking to my wife, Mr. Pengu. The problem is I'm using track IR, so if I take my headset off, this happens. Which is why I didn't take my headset off. And the guy was turning. Yes, I can pause track IR, Rome, but then when he turns, I can't see where he's going. At some point, he's going to make a right turn, isn't he? Get jiggy with it. It's actually quite tricky. All your controls are reversed. It's nuts. Uh-oh, it's turning. No. I swear this guy knows when to turn at the worst possible moment. He's descending down to 1500 as well, as per the schedule. Because I was inverted. What were you doing? What was it? She says something like, "What was you doing in a inverted flight with a MiG?" And he was like, giving him the finger. The finger. And he sticks a finger up. He's like, "Yeah, I know what the finger is." You've really enjoyed watching my summer car back this week, Luke. You should get a My Summer Car video tomorrow, I think. Keeping up diplomatic relations, that was it. Keeping up diplomatic relations. Have I got the Sabre, the F-86 Sabre? I'm not sure if I bought that better. Like, I sometimes pick up the aircraft on a sale and then don't end up using them. You know? Oh, the bit where I passed out for a week, Connor. I know. What was all that about? I passed out for a week in my summer car. How does that even work? Well, like that, you mean? I want to see how... Oh, he's slowing down. I think he must be doing his landing. He might be setting up for a landing. I think he's slowing down. It's getting a bit erratic. H for horn. Did anyone see the new Bus Sim DLC car? Nope. Whoa, 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 bro! Bro! You can't just be doing stuff like that, you know. Think about your wingmen. It's dangerous. I reckon he hit a waypoint and then went, must enable landing mode. If not on runway heading, make hard right turn to get on runway heading. Yeah, we've slowed down massively here. Oh, this is not a good position to be in. Not that far off stall speed, this is insane. I have no idea what this guy's about to do. I think what he's doing is he's flying at 150 miles an hour that I told him to do. But he's like doing it for the whole approach. Yeah, but if I shoot him down, I'll have nobody to follow. What? Bro, what are you doing? The gear's gone down. Hang on, let's put my gear down. I have no idea what kind of pattern this is. I'm gonna follow the sky in a minute. Seems to be able to fly very, very slowly. Right, I don't know what he's doing. No, I don't think we're anywhere near the airfield. It is kind of odd. It's like he's set up for landing, but we're not actually near the airfield yet. I had to watch my airspeed though, like down to just over 100 knots. It's already feeling a bit squishy. Oh, there it is. Is that the airfield now? There it is. Come on, you must be turning on to farm now. This is going to end badly for both of us, just saying. He's a lot higher than I am. I reckon I can take him out on the runway. I reckon that's what's going to happen. He'll just fly into the back of me in a minute. Right, here we go. No, don't you dare kill me, you scumbag! No! Bro! It was the perfect landing! It was the perfect landing! And look what he did! Oh my god! Shut it, Beaker! Come on, man! I didn't even hit the wing on the ground. Like, I literally landed it on the mains. I landed it on the mains and then... Ugh. We died in taxi. Can you actually believe this? Look, fuel level. We got tons of fuel. Absolutely loads of fuel. Has he actually damaged my tail section? Oh yeah, the rudder's broken, look. Look what he did to my rudder. Looks like I've been to war on it properly now. Oh, that was such a good landing. Probably the best landing I've done. And then look what he did to me. Jens, good afternoon. Flying Squirrel, Twitch Baby Hype. Always glad to be part of the Nut House. Thank you for 9 months, Jens. You did join at a good time. I don't know what he's doing in the cabin. Oh, he's standing on the wing sulking, look. He's like, sorry about that, Squirrel. I just couldn't seem to find the brakes, what? Sorry, just damaged your rudder and lost my wing. So yeah, he's just standing on the wing that's left sulking now. Ground targets. Yeah, they're like pretty big ground targets. Slightly armoured ground targets, not of this generation. Wow. Anti-tanks for the win. It's only got 2 wheels, it's bouncing off. I don't know. That was fun. We had a nice had a nice fly around with him. Wait, so can you... Wait a second. Does that mean you can add... Can you add another aircraft into his group? Because that's a group, isn't it? So if you want to add another plane to do the same thing, what do you do? What's this do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the loadout. Ah. Don't know what that is. Triggered actions. Route length 51 nautical. Unit 1 of X amount. Ah. 1 of 2. Nice. Benner. That's very, very kind, Mr. Benner. Paul, here's some money so that you can buy the F-14 Tomcat. Have fun. With it now, we only need Rome in the game, so got something to shoot at. Benna, you're a super kind, my man. Thank you very, very much. I will get the Tomcat after Truckfest. And I've heard from Savamura, Benna, that it's another notch difficulty harder than the Hornet to fly. But that's very kind of you to do that. Thank you so much. And I will, of course, shoot Vrome down if ever Vrome decides to fly. So just put that on 3, 4. So if you put 4 in there, I'm sure he can handle it. I'm sure he can. Thank you once again, Benna. I didn't like the approach pattern that we got. Just waypoint 6. 80 knots, that should do it. I think he circled to descend more because he was too high from the previous waypoint. But I'd brought him down to like 1500 on the previous waypoint. Let's try that. Waypoint 1. So what are these ground units then? Artillery. Oh, do you know what? Is there a way that you can program a train? That would be so cool. How do you get a train to drive down a track? Gun runs on trains would look so good. Can you just spawn a train in here somehow? The trains are random. Oh. It's just that I saw the category was train. I thought to myself, that'd be cool. They're part of civilian traffic in the settings. Okay, where's the settings? Campaign, mission options. Permit crash, external values, F10 cockpit options. Limited fuel, limited weapons, radio assist tooltips. Civilian traffic. When it says civilian traffic, it means civilian ground traffic. We'll put some traffic on. GFX simulation. Mini HUD. Bird. Trains are random. The parts of civilian traffic that's also used to change the takeoff assistance in the special tab. Just the general settings. I think it's actually in graphics. Oh. Takeoff assist. What? Because you don't want me to take off anymore, right? Like. In the special tab. I have no clue what that is. Map options. Create weather conditions. Cog menu in the main window for the sim settings before you choose your plane. Right, okay. Create weather conditions. Let's have a look. Clouds and atmosphere, 3,200 feet thickness. I don't understand why you have a base cloud and then you have a thickness in terms of feet. So that's starting at 3,200. We have 1,600 feet of cloud, I'm thinking.